All right, y'all, real quick, before we get into the video, look, I gotta make an announcement because it's that serious, all right? So I'm trying to get most of the videos reposted to this channel, right? So there are a few parts to certain series that I don't have. So you know, like my Soul Tie series. I only have one of those videos. So I don't want to put out videos that don't have the previous parts. And then there's a few sacrifice videos I don't actually have either. Now, ultimately, it's my fault because somehow the files got corrupted in my drives. Now, I got multiple drives with different series of videos on them, so I don't just leave all my videos on one drive. So one of the drives, it just corrupted a bunch of videos. So I need someone to send me my videos. I'm just gonna, keep putting this out until I find that person that has my videos. Someone has already said they had them, but they didn't want to send them to me because it's been like 5 days since they said they had them. They never sent them. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna load this up until like every other video until someone says, "Hey, Black Balloon, I have your videos. Which ones do you need? Oh, you want me to send all the ones I have? Cool." Anyways, it's no big deal. I do want to get those videos back up and get them posted. Like I said, I don't want to post parts that don't have the previous parts. So it's kind of why I haven't really got back posting all those videos. So this is just a little message to y'all. If y'all got some videos, let me know. Hit me up in the comments. Hit me up on IG, Black Balloon, on all social media. Don't matter what it is. Twitter, Instagram, whatever it is. Black Balloon, no S, just Black Balloon. Hit me up. Let me know. Y'all already know what's going on. We about to get to the video. Check this out.
Breaking news, and it is shocking news for rock and roll fans. The sudden death of Taylor Hawkins, the longtime drummer for the legendary rock band Foo Fighters. The band issued a statement on Twitter. The Foo Fighters family is devastated by the tragic and untimely loss of our beloved Taylor Hawkins. His musical spirit and infectious laughter will live on with all of us forever. The band was on tour in South America. They had 2 shows scheduled in August at the Bank of California Stadium and Exposition Park. The Orange County native joined the Foo Fighters 25 years ago after touring with Alanis Morissette. The marquee at the Roxy on the Sunset Strip tonight saying, "Goodbye, Taylor Hawkins, you are my hero." Hawkins is survived by his wife and 3 children.
Hey, what is going on with y'all, man? It's Black Balloon. And I'm coming back with another video. So y'all already know what's going on, man. All right, look. So this video has been highly requested. I do apologize for getting to it about a week later than I should. Actually, I think he might have died a week ago. So it just took me a little bit to get to this video. But there are, there's a lot of so-called coincidences that goes with this video, with the Taylor Hawkins death and the Foo Fighters. There's like a bunch of, there's a bunch of occult connections to his death. Now, most of y'all, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all have already watched a few videos on this topic because it's definitely been going around YouTube just because there is so many connections to the occult. So y'all already know in this video, we're just gonna dig up some. We're gonna talk about it and, pretty much do what we usually do on the channel because we already know how this goes. I have done, countless amount of videos, countless amounts basically explaining the same thing over and over, basically going down the line of coincidences. And you see that everything relates back to, a previous sacrifice or someone who died from, a group or a musician or an actor. Everything kind of relates in a way, and it all goes back to the occult and the people that actually run these, like mass rituals. You see what I'm saying? And these mass sacrifices, and they all happen strategically and by the numbers, which this one was definitely by the numbers and by the occult, So this little picture right here was from the movie. It was from the movie Studio 666. And we're gonna get into all that. We're gonna get into the movie and how it's basically just completely telling you what is actually going on. They like to basically expose themselves and show you guys right in plain sight how everything works. So yeah. Let's just dive right into it, y'all. Y'all already saw that clip that I played. I just wanted to show that just because it had significance in the number 25, and the fact that he had just, well, not just, but the fact that he had joined the group exactly 25 years from the year he got paid. I mean, from, y'all know what I'm trying to say, from the year he just died, which was just recently on March 25th. March 25th, the music world was pretty much shocked, and it was definitely an unexpected death, right? So he was 50 years old, and he was found unresponsive. Taylor Hawkins was 50 years old, found unresponsive in his hotel room in Colombia, where basically the band was scheduled to perform the following evening. Now, key word, he was found unresponsive in his hotel room. Now, you got to remember this because I've talked about this multiple times on the channel. Remember, there's so many different connections to connect it back to being a sacrifice from the occult that it's kind of like overwhelming with this one, because y'all remember I used to always make an emphasis on the fact that they were found unresponsive in the hotel room. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, obviously he was there with his bandmates. Someone could have went to his room, maybe checked on him, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But every single time there's a celebrity that dies, they're always found in a hotel room. They're never like, I've explained this before, especially back when Michael Williams died and so on and so on. So it's like, there's never anyone there to confirm that they died. There's never a friend in the hotel room that calls 911. Hey, Taylor Hawkins just passed out. It looks like he's about to, this is it. There's never anyone there to actually confirm that this actually happened. It's just always this actor, this musician was found in his hotel room, dead, unresponsive, whatever. And then it's always kind of like, suspicious around how the person actually died. They kind of squeeze out a little bit of information here and there in the reports, which in his report, it was the fact that, it was a cardiovascular collapse, and that he had a couple of drugs in his system, and that supposedly, I'm going to think it was heroin, antidepressants, and benzos, I think they put in the article. I think in the article, they also, they said that he basically had heart muscle problems, and I think his heart was enlarged. I think it was like, bigger than the average size of a man at his age of 50. So, of course, they're going to squeeze out those kind of, I guess, excuses to why he could have died, so unexpectedly in a hotel, plus the, him having drugs in his system would have contributed to his death. Now, that would make sense for any person that is just like, they're just the regular person of the world. Okay, he had heart problems. He had drugs in his system. That obviously does not mix. And, now the other connection we get that you kind of immediately notice is the fact in the news clip, obviously he joined the band 25 years ago, right? He died on March 25th. 25 plus 25 equals 50, which is exactly the age he was when he died. Now, that is not a coincidence at all, because that's almost like the Michael Jackson thing. I think Michael Jackson was 25 when his hair burned, at that Pepsi, that little Pepsi commercial show thing where his hair burned and stuff like that. Remember? We did that in the video on my old channel. Sucks I'm saying old channel, but if y'all remember that Michael Jackson video, we basically broke down how he was 25. He was 25 when that happened at the Pepsi event. Then 25 years later, he was actually murdered and sacrificed, and he was 50 years old. He was exactly 50 years old when he died. 25 years before that, he had like one of the biggest events in his career where he burned his hair off and blah, blah, blah. Then 25 years later, he dies at 50 years old. So we kind of get the same, kind of like, numerical pattern as far as the death of Taylor Hawkins and Michael Jackson. Not saying it's exactly the same, but the numerology with the number 7 and the 25s, you can't really, you can't miss it basically. And it all connects back to Aleister Crowley, because we know Aleister Crowley and 777. We know those connections because I covered that as well in that Michael Jackson video. Remember, Michael Jackson used to wear a jacket that had 777 on it, and we know how much he was involved with the occult, because Aleister Crowley is basically, he has like the foundation of the teachings of the occult that comes from the Golden Dawn. So we know they're deep into the industry, and that's why a lot of the times, those numbers, they play off of those certain numbers because they equal back up to 7777. So that's another way that you could connect Aleister Crowley to the Foo Fighters, besides the movie Studio 666, and the fact that, they had all kind of pentagrams and all kind of demon possession stuff going on in the movie. It was basically a movie about sacrifice. It was right in your face. It was right in your face. And also, Dave Grohl, I don't know if that's like how you pronounce his name completely, but he was the one that was basically demon possessed in the movie and was killing all of his bandmates. Now, if you remember, Grohl was also the bandmate of Kurt Cobain. Now, we all know Kurt Cobain was an industry sacrifice at the age of 27, the 27 Club. We already know about that. That was on April 5th, 1994, when Kurt Cobain died. So that just kind of ties in Dave being connected to the occult, connected to the industry, and being around these musicians that are dying by his side. Even though it's been a long time since Kurt Cobain died, we're now in 2022 when Taylor Hawkins died. And we all know back in that time, Cobain, I said Cobain. I just combined his name. But anyway. And really the craziest, I would really say the craziest connection from Dave, Dave and Taylor, is the fact that obviously he killed him in the movie Studio 666. And then he ends up dying a month later. And then he was also the bandmate of Kurt Cobain. Now, I'm not saying he sacrificed Kurt Cobain, but it's just like, all right, this guy being like fronting center around these musicians that are dying, then all right, let's just start ringing bells. Let's just start, it should start getting, you should start thinking, critically thinking like, all right, something is not right about this, especially to release a movie. Like, that is the biggest slap in the face, to release a movie called Studio 666 a month before their bandmate dies. And then the guy that was around Kurt Cobain, he is actually the one that kills the bandmate in the movie. And then a month later, the bandmate actually dies in real life. You guys can't tell me that this is not from the occult. I mean, look at the movie title. Who names a movie Studio 666? It's like writing it's like writing a curse just right on the wall. And if you look at it, you're going to fucking die or some shit. It's like so blatant, right in your face. I don't even bro, we don't even really have to go over that movie too much, because most of y'all already know. Y'all were hitting me in the comments telling me about the Foo Fighters and this and that. So y'all already know what's going on, and you saw the symbolism in the movie. It basically just connects right back to the occult. We all know it goes right back to the teachings of Aleister Crowley, the Golden Dawn, and the way the occult likes to sacrifice through the industry. all I can say to wrap this video up, because I don't want to keep it too long, because like I said, this video, you know, this case, it just has a lot of connections. It just straight to the occult. Like, there's no beating around the bush. It's clear and obvious what this was. And if you don't see it, then, you know, my video and a bunch of other things that you watch, if we can't convince you, then it just is what it is. You know, it is what it is. But it's best that you pay attention to these kind of things, because it's going to keep happening. And with that movie title, Studio 666, they put it right in your face, man. It's definitely never been more blatant than what it is right now. And honestly, I can't believe it. I can't really believe they actually put that movie out and then a month later carried out the sacrifice. And honestly, you know, that it's just crazy. All I can say is I think they're just getting more and more blatant and right in your face, because literally that is what they believe in. They believe in doing it right in your face. And you still don't look at it to be something sinister. You look at it as like, okay, yeah, he died. Boom. It was his time to go. Okay, cool. See you later, Taylor. But anyways, before I keep ranting and going on and on, y'all already know what's going on, man. I'm a man of the people. I'm going to do what y'all want me to do. Once again, sorry for getting this video out a little late, but better now than never. So y'all already know what's going on. Better late than never. Boom. So with that being said, it's Black Balloon, and I'm going to see y'all soon. All right.